you'll learn something. I please encourage you to buy the book. It's available outside and also on Amazon. So let's get into it.
I realized that sometimes we think the people that are in those spaces, Oxbridge, the Ivy League schools, etc., they're better than us. They're not. They might have had more opportunities. They might overall be wealthier, but they're not smarter. They're not better. They're just like us. It was a sort of a multinational kind of learning in terms of how business truly worked all over the world, not just in the Caribbean, not just in the UK, not just in the US, right? If you are perhaps a white man from a certain background, the world assumes you're worthy and you've got to mess up to be disproven. Whereas for us, it happens the other way around. You know, that's the world, right? It's not these companies, it's not this experience, it's not countries, it's the world, right? Because the world needs it now, right? I very much felt that I came to this point in my career where things were shifting, and I just realized amongst the shifts, I wasn't interested in pursuing the status quo in any way. Yeah. So you're often told you should get a seat at the table. That presumes there is a space for you to get a seat at the table, right? Ultimately, building your table is about intentionality. You need to create your own opportunities, you need to make clear what you want and so forth, but so much of opportunity comes from people, from relationships, and more specifically, from sponsors, from advocates, people who have the power to open doors, to give you funding, to give you that job, to give you that opportunity, to give you a space on this platform, right? A lot of the times when we do a great job at things, people don't have any idea about the complexity and the problems you solved and the roadblocks you removed, etc., right? Successful people know where they want to go, right? And therefore head in that direction. And a lot of people don't really know where they want to go. And that's like the fundamental problem. But I think if you don't take a chance, you'll never know. If you don't try, if you don't move forward, it'll never happen. AI, social media, technology, remote working has created so many more opportunities than existed before. You can sell anything, right? Services, your time, you know, create things at scale, sell them through the known marketplaces of the names you know, to anybody in the world, right? We look at technology threats as something to be afraid of. If instead we look at it as an opportunity and think, how can we, wherever we are in the world, exploit those opportunities, whoever we are, wherever we are, at whatever scale, right? If you're in enough spaces where you realize that they're no better than you, they're just louder, you know, it then gives you the confidence. But I think by not putting yourself forward, you gain nothing. By not asking the question, you gain nothing. The only thing that can happen is they say no, or they don't respond.
Yeah. If you can read the book, I can read it too. You know, your color doesn't matter to me, no matter what your title is, because it's written down somewhere, I can read it.
I can just sense that they're not really listening to me.
This is forever going to be part of my brand. I think I'm at a point in my life, though, that I can choose to make slightly different choices in order to be more of my, full self, right? You find your people by accepting and celebrating what makes you unique, what breeds your passion, what creates the opportunities, rather than kind of belittling yourself to try and fit in certain places.
In this pressurized world, you feel that you must always be perfect, that you must always present yourself in this particular way, and it prevents you from really determining what your passion is.
Sometimes you're in a place, a space, that's never going to go anywhere. Yeah. Don't keep sitting there for the next 5 years doing the same thing, wondering why nothing happens. And not every space is made for you. And it's fine to walk away if the space is not the right one for you. So yeah, it's taking control is yes, doing all those things and making the best of the scenario you're in, but also very much recognizing when you're not in the right scenario